Have you ever wondered what happens to your mind while you sleep? While your body rests, your brain works silently, processing information, consolidating memories, and influencing future decisions. But what if I told you this process isn't random? In fact, what you think and feel before falling asleep can directly shape your habits, beliefs, and even your behavior the next day. Many people underestimate the impact of sleep on how we act and think. If you've ever woken up feeling like a problem was solved overnight or noticed that your mind is clearer in the morning, it's no coincidence. Your subconscious remains active even when you're unconscious, and it can be strategically programmed to work in your favor. In this video, you'll discover how to turn your nights into a period of deep mental reprogramming. We'll explore the role of sleep in memory consolidation, understand how to influence the subconscious, and learn effective methods to direct thoughts and emotions before bedtime. All of this will be practical, science-based, and easy to apply in everyday life. So, if you feel like your mind is always overwhelmed, struggle to change habits, or simply want to improve your quality of life, stick with me. You're about to discover a new way to use sleep as a powerful ally in your personal transformation. If sleep has the power to influence our minds and behaviors, the big question is, how does this happen? What makes this period so crucial in shaping how we think, feel, and act the next day? The answer lies in how the brain functions while we sleep. At night, the mind doesn't just rest, it actively filters, organizes, and strengthens information. This happens through different sleep stages, each playing a crucial role. During deep sleep, the brain consolidates memories and processes what was learned throughout the day. In REM sleep, dreams take over, allowing ideas to connect and emotions to be processed. It's like the mind is tidying up, keeping what's essential and discarding the unnecessary. But there's something even more fascinating: brain waves. Our neural activity follows cycles, and some of these waves are directly linked to accessing the subconscious. Theta waves, for example, dominate the state between wakefulness and deep sleep, a moment when the subconscious becomes extremely receptive to suggestions and mental programming. This is why what you think and feel before sleeping can directly shape your mind over time. Think of your brain as a garden. During the day, you plant seeds with your thoughts, experiences, and emotions. At night, sleep waters these seeds, strengthening some while eliminating others. If you constantly feed your mind with worries, insecurities, or negativity before bed, you reinforce negative patterns. On the other hand, if you direct your mind towards empowering beliefs and positive thoughts, you train your subconscious to function more productively. A practical example of this can be seen in people who study before bed. Research shows that reviewing content shortly before sleeping helps consolidate learning more efficiently, as the brain strengthens this information while resting. Similarly, athletes use nighttime visualization to enhance their performance, mentally rehearsing movements and techniques before bed, allowing their subconscious to continue training effortlessly. Now, if the subconscious is so malleable at night, an essential question arises: how can we intentionally program it? How can we direct our thoughts and emotions before sleeping to wake up feeling more confident, productive, and balanced? In the next chapter, we'll explore exactly that, understanding the mechanisms through which the subconscious absorbs information and how we can use them to our advantage. If the subconscious remains active while we sleep, the big question is, how does it absorb and process information? What determines which thoughts and emotions stay and which fade away? The answer lies in how the brain interprets the stimuli received before sleep and the internal environment we create throughout the day. Our subconscious is primarily shaped by repetition and emotion. Thoughts that occur frequently and carry strong emotional weight are more likely to be stored and influence our lives. This is why traumatic experiences leave a deep mark, while insignificant details are easily forgotten. During sleep, the brain revisits this information and decides what to reinforce. Now, think about this: if you go to bed worrying excessively, replaying problems, or consuming negative content, you're training your mind to reinforce these patterns. On the other hand, if you focus on positive thoughts and goals, you'll be creating a new mental programming. This is the foundation of autosuggestion, one of the most effective techniques for shaping the subconscious. Visualization is another powerful tool. Elite athletes use this strategy before sleep to refine skills because the brain doesn't distinguish between a real experience and an intensely imagined one. This means that by vividly visualizing your goals before sleeping, you're helping your mind build new neural connections and preparing your body to act accordingly. Additionally, gratitude plays a crucial role in mental reprogramming. Studies show that writing down 3 positive things before bed can significantly influence how we process experiences, reducing anxiety and improving overall well-being. This simple habit trains the subconscious to focus on what's good rather than reinforcing negative patterns. So, if thoughts and emotions before sleep are absorbed by the subconscious, how can we use this knowledge to our advantage? In the next chapter, we'll explore practical methods to intentionally program the mind during sleep, ensuring that it becomes a period of transformation and growth. Now that we understand how the subconscious is programmed during sleep, the next question is, how can we use this knowledge to change our lives in a practical way? Since the mind continues processing information while we sleep, we can direct it to reinforce positive habits, boost confidence, and improve mental health. There are various strategies to achieve this, and the most effective ones combine repetition, emotion, and a relaxing environment. 1. Nighttime affirmations, the power of autosuggestion. The first technique is using positive affirmations before bed. As we've seen, the brain goes through more receptive brainwave states during the transition from wakefulness to deep sleep. This is the perfect time to insert messages that will be processed by the subconscious overnight. For affirmations to work, they need to follow some key principles. White heavy checkmark: they must be framed in the present tense, as if they are already a reality. Example: I am calm and confident in all situations. White heavy checkmark: they should be filled with emotion and conviction. Simply repeating them mechanically won't have the same effect. White heavy checkmark: they should be repeated for a few minutes before bed, preferably in a relaxed state. People who use affirmations before sleeping notice subtle but deep changes over time. The subconscious starts adjusting behavior to align with the beliefs reinforced during sleep. 2. Gratitude journal, reinforcing a positive mental pattern. Another way to influence the subconscious before sleeping is to keep a gratitude journal. Writing down at least 3 things you are grateful for at the end of the day helps redirect the mind towards the positive aspects of life, reducing stress and anxiety. The impact of this habit is profound. Studies show that gratitude activates brain areas associated with happiness and satisfaction, decreasing the tendency to dwell on negative thoughts. Additionally, the subconscious interprets this practice as reinforcement of healthy mental patterns, increasing overall well-being over time. To enhance this method, you can combine writing with visualization. Before closing your eyes, recall the positive moments of the day and feel the emotion of gratitude. This conditions your mind to focus on the good, strengthening an optimistic outlook on life. 3. Subliminal audio and sound frequencies. Using subliminal audio and sound frequencies can also be a powerful tool for subconscious reprogramming. Binaural beats, for example, are frequencies that stimulate different areas of the brain, helping to achieve deep relaxation and focus. Many subliminal audios contain affirmations that are not consciously perceived but still influence the subconscious. This type of stimulus can strengthen positive beliefs without mental resistance, making the reprogramming process smoother. To use this technique effectively, white heavy checkmark: choose high-quality audio, preferably those that use relaxing frequencies, such as 432 Hz or 528 Hz. White heavy checkmark: listen during the initial sleep phase or while relaxing in bed. White heavy checkmark: avoid negative content before bed, as it can also be absorbed by the mind. 4. Avoiding negative stimuli before sleep. If we want to program our minds positively, we also need to avoid negative inputs before sleeping. Everything we consume in the final hours of the day can influence our mental and emotional state. Excessive use of social media, watching negative news, or engaging in stressful discussions before bed can cause the subconscious to absorb these concerns and amplify stress patterns. The ideal approach is to create a nighttime ritual that promotes a calm and receptive mental state. Here are some simple practices to avoid negative stimuli. Prohibited: reduce screen exposure at least 30 minutes before bed. Prohibited: avoid arguments or aggressive content that trigger negative emotions. Prohibited: replace exhausting habits with relaxing activities, such as reading, meditation, or calming music. If you want to turn sleep into a powerful tool for your personal growth, start by choosing at least one of these techniques and apply it consistently. Small adjustments in how we prepare for sleep can lead to deep changes in how we think, feel, and act daily. Preparing for a transformational sleep. Now that we understand the best techniques for subconscious programming during sleep, it's essential to create an environment and routine that allows these strategies to work at their full potential. There's no point in practicing affirmations, visualizations, or listening to subliminal audio if your mind is overstimulated or your sleep quality is poor. The key to truly transformational sleep lies in proper preparation, involving both your environment and specific pre-sleep habits. 1. Creating an ideal sleep environment. Our brain directly responds to the environment around us. If we are surrounded by intense visual and auditory stimuli before bed, our nervous system stays alert, making it harder to enter the most receptive brain states. To prevent this, follow these recommendations. White heavy checkmark: reduce artificial light at least 1 hour before bed. White lights and screens stimulate cortisol production and inhibit melatonin, making it harder to fall asleep. White heavy checkmark: keep your room dark and quiet. Even small lights or constant noise can fragment sleep and lower its quality. White heavy checkmark: avoid extreme temperatures. The body sleeps best in a slightly cooler environment, so keeping your room between 18 degrees Celsius and 22 degrees Celsius is ideal. A calm environment signals the brain that it's time to relax, making it much easier to enter the mental states necessary for effective subconscious reprogramming. 2. Establishing a high-quality nighttime routine. Just as important as the environment is the sequence of habits before bed. What you do in the last hour of the day directly impacts your sleep quality and how your mind processes information overnight. Here's a simple nighttime routine model to enhance the effects of mental programming. 9 o'clock, 2 hours before bed, avoid caffeine, heavy meals, or excessive stimulation like arguments or intense work. This reduces stress and prepares the body for rest. 10 o'clock, 1 hour before bed, start slowing down. Take a warm shower, read something light, or practice a relaxation technique. 11 o'clock, 30 minutes before bed, disconnect from screens and focus on your mental programming. Use affirmations, write in a gratitude journal, or practice visualization. 12 o'clock bedtime, lie down in a comfortable environment, and if you'd like, use subliminal audio or sound frequencies to deepen relaxation. Following a consistent bedtime ritual helps the brain understand that it's time to switch off, making deep and restorative sleep much easier. 3. Breathing and meditation as facilitators. Another key factor in enhancing nighttime mental reprogramming is reducing mental activity before bed. Often, difficulty falling asleep or getting restful sleep comes from excessive circular thoughts that keep the mind racing. Here are 2 simple techniques that can help. Blowing wind face 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly through the mouth for 8 seconds. This pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing stress and preparing the body for sleep. Person in lotus position guided meditation. Practicing a short meditation before bed helps quiet the mind and create an optimal state for subconscious programming. Small changes in your nightly routine can completely transform how your brain processes information during sleep. When we apply the right strategies and create a supportive environment, we start noticing significant changes in how we think and feel throughout the day. Now it's time to take action. Now that you understand the power of sleep and how it directly influences your mind, the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Every night, your subconscious receives commands, and the choice of what to feed it is in your hands. We've learned that the brain doesn't just rest, it processes, organizes, and reinforces information while we sleep. You've discovered that nighttime affirmations, visualization, gratitude, and subliminal sounds are powerful tools to direct the mind. You've also seen that small changes in your nighttime routine can transform the quality of your sleep and how your mind works in your favor. But information without action doesn't lead to transformation. Now is the time to apply this knowledge. Choose one technique from what we've covered and try it tonight. You can start with a simple affirmation before bed, a gratitude journal, or a guided meditation. The important thing is to take that first step. And if you enjoyed this content, share in the comments which technique stood out to you and which one you'll try first. Your experience might help others discover the power of mental reprogramming during sleep. Remember, your mind never fully sleeps. Every night, you have the opportunity to shape it for a better future. What will you program tonight?